The Hafren Rally was held on the first Sunday in October, only a one-day event this year instead of the normal two. The start and one of the time stages at the Sweet Lamb Rally complex, but most of the event took place in the Hafren forest. It was a fine sunny morning. The weather had been good for the last couple of days, so the only problem might be some dust. There were 3 special stages, but only timed on laps 2 and 3. And there was no need to rush between the stages. Plenty of time on the saddle. If the riders stayed on time, it was well over 6 hours. Just a mere trickle of water in the streams. There was more off-road going this year, and it was used throughout the day. This was because the weather stayed fine. The scenery was as good as ever. A lot of timber felling now going on in the Hafren forest. Stage 1 was the same as previous years, fast going on the forest road. And between 1 and 2 there were the stream crossings. This one a little bit deeper, but not a serious problem. There were a few of the big machines here today. Kev Copleston was riding a BMW R80 GS. 245. Hello. Blaise on his big BMW. Stage 3, the long one, out of the Hafren forest and back to Sweet Lamb. Kev would be able to use all the gears here. Pat Keenan was a late entry and he thoroughly enjoyed the day. Stage 2 was a new one. It had some technical going. The early part of this stage was quite fast and very dusty. Richard Williams on the big Yamaha XT600. And Pat Keenan getting off to a flying start. The last few riders weren't due back at Sweet Lamb until about 5 o'clock. A few results, and these were the riders going much too quickly. First of all, in the trail bike class, number 26 Mike Watkins finished in 5th place overall, and he was riding a Honda CRM 250. After 6 time stages, Yoshi Adams on the CCM 604 finished just 4 seconds ahead of Mike Watkins. Number 36 Mike Roberts on the big Husky 610 finished 3rd overall in the trail bike class. 36. He was just over half a minute up on Yoshi. The runner-up in the trail bike class was number 28 Trevor Petrie on a little Honda CRM 250. Trevor finished the day nearly a full minute ahead of Mike. And the overall winner in the trail bike class by a big margin was number 9 Andy Winterborn. He not only won his class, he beat all the sports bike riders as well. And it was a big margin. He was nearly 50 seconds ahead of his nearest rival. The best lady rider in the trail bike class was number 66 Karen McQuarrie from Salisbury. And she finished in 34th place overall. In the sports bike class, the top lady rider was number 67, Annette Kratzer from Chesterfield. She was a little bit quicker than Karen on some of the stages. Annette was riding a Suzuki DRZ 400. 67. The rider who finished 5th overall in the sports bike class was number 3, Gary Hawthorne, also riding a Suzuki DRZ 400. His total time for the 6 stages, 1 second over 36 minutes. These fast guys had plenty of time in hand between the stages.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Fourth overall in the sports bike class was number 15, Dougal Cullen, riding a Yamaha WR400. 15. He beat Gary over the 6 stages by nearly half a minute. The top 3 places in this class were filled by KTM riders, and it was Stephen Haig, number 5, who finished 3rd overall. He was on a 400. Robert Bentham on the 520, he finished runner-up on the day. And the winner in the sports bike class, Alistair Adamson. That was a good wheelie. There was only 19 seconds between 2nd and 3rd places. But Alistair Adamson was the clear winner in this class by well over a minute. That was just some of the highlights of the Hafren Rally. Doesn't it make a change when the weather's fine?